love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running.
Well, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year's Eve. Figured I'd do a quick video, kind of where everything started with my YouTube, right here in Jangling. So, man, I got big news in this video, like really big news. But first, I would just like to say thank y'all that have watched the videos, became part of my Patreon, YouTube members, just all the support that I've gotten. But I've started getting some haters. I dig that. Because, you know, like Whistling Diesel's got more haters than anybody, and he's just so viral. So by having haters, that means the channel's growing. And I really saw the haters come out when I talk about my bad experiences with like Brand X and the Rockford Falls Gate in the last video. Good haters there. Love it. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I dig the haters. I guess I got some pretty big things coming up for 2024. Pretty much life-changing for me. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I'm kind of nervous because I've been a tattoo artist forever. And I've done other jobs when I was, like, I've been a trucker before when I was young. And I really did like that, you know. I did some time over the road, and then I actually got a job with a excavating company driving a dump truck. Loved it. Didn't end well, but wasn't nothing on my part. It's just the guy I was working for. He paid phenomenal, and let's say if I would have got stopped by DOT, there would have been so many fines, and my truck wound up burning to the ground one day. But that's a whole nother story, guys. And, you know, other than that, worked at tire shops when I was young, alternator shops, and then tattooing. And tattooing kind of took over everything for the majority of my life. And this year, the economy just got so bad that I just couldn't make it no more. You know, maybe I could have, but I didn't want to try to survive the winter on maybes. So I got into the installing thing at Dustin's shop. And that's pretty hit and miss too, you know. It's like some days we might be real busy, other days not so much. And we're still supposed to do Nolan's build, but Nolan's just dragging his feet. Damn you, Nolan, at getting it here. But I took a job, guys. So I am now part of the DS18 family. I'm working for DS18. I start that pretty much sometime this coming up week. So right after the first of the year, I will be working for DS18. And guys, audio, let me just kind of back up a little bit and tell y'all, you know, being in my 40s, working with a bunch of tattoo artists. And if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, all the tattoo shops are next door to each other in an old strip mall. So, you know, you walk up, you got a door on the left that's a tattoo shop, a door on the right that's a tattoo shop. And that's just how it is here because of zoning. All the tattoo shops are literally within walking distance of each other. You know, this Jeep, when I got it, it had a bad motor, supposedly. It needed a head gasket, but it had been sitting for years. It was bone stock, looked rough. I bought it. I got it running, like within a couple of days. I had to air tires up and put tires on it that were just all old mismatched. Drove it down the road and back. Transmission worked. It ran great. And at that point, I was like, okay, let's lift this bitch and put some bigger tires and stuff on it and gears and lockers. And I mudded this thing all the time. This Jeep actually spent like a whole, probably 9 months where I never rode the windows up. You know, it didn't have no carpet in it. I pulled the drain plugs. And if it was raining, like if it started raining, I'd run out of the tattoo shop and put a trash bag over the seat. And I never rode the windows up on it. At some point, I was like, I got back in the car audio. And I wanted to do a build. And I designed on paper like 115 in here. And I'm like, maybe I can get 2 in there. well, maybe I can try to do a C-pillar wall with a fourth. And it turned into a sixth order for 415s. That was the first building here. All the guys on the tattoo block, guys older than me, some of the guys younger than me, like, that's stupid. Why would you do that to that, Jeep and everything? Because nobody around here was into bass. I didn't know anybody in the area that was into bass. And then I met some people like my buddy Billy. I met him. He was in the area. But bass has done all that for me. And then TikTok had just came out, and all I had seen people talking about is how stupid it was. And my daughter's like, put some of your videos on there. Because at the time, I was just like filming myself. On my drive to work, I would film like a minute video of the bass beating and put it on Facebook. And when I made a TikTok, I came up with the name Jerry Ain't Loud and everything. It blew up overnight. And it has carried me through the YouTube and all the followers I have on Facebook and everything. And for going from people telling me it was stupid. Oh yeah, and even when I started a TikTok channel and got viral on there, all my coworkers told me that TikTok was gay, TikTok was stupid. Now they all have TikToks and sit there all day watching it, but back then it was like new. I got not just, I'm not gonna say ridiculed or bullied or anything, but they would just try to poke fun at me for doing it. Pulling up with a bass bumping and shit. And it is just, bass has opened up so many doors for me. It has been hard work. Doing all the social media, it's not easy because, a lot of things take time. It's like if you start a normal 10, 15-minute job, you're going to spend an hour for social media, just the filming of everything, stopping to film, stopping to explain what you're doing. There's extra work at night on all these YouTube videos. I'll have all my footage, and then I got to sit there at night while the wife's wanting me to chill with her on the couch and watch TV, and I'm editing, And then I try to answer y'all's questions and reply to comments, and it does take a lot of time. But I'm just grateful for where it has taken me. Where a hobby that I like doing has actually taken me to have a full-time job in the hobby. It's just crazy, guys. I'm still going to do all the YouTube. I'm still going to do my social media. It's just now I have a set job with set hours, which the tattoo shop had set hours. I would just come and go as I pleased, kind of. So now I do have set hours that I have to work, but some benefits of it. It's going to be the first job I've had in over 20 years where I know how much I'm going to make every pay period. I'll know. Never had that before. In the tattoo industry, I could have a $3,000 week or a $100 week. There's been weeks zero, nothing. But now I'm going to know, and it's good. Is it going to be as much money as tattooing? No. But I know how much I'm going to make every week, and the economy is pretty much tanked. I can still do side work. So that's all fine and dandy for me. I think it's going to be a big weight lifted off my shoulders as far as income. But here's a big plus. The daily driving black Jeep Julian. That thing is a gas hog. And partly because I've lifted it and not put gears in it yet. It still needs a set of gears in the back and front to match the big tires. That would give it better gas mileage. Even though Jangalang here is geared, I got gears in the front and back and everything, but with the extra weight in here, the gas mileage in this thing is terrible, guys. I'm used to driving 40 minutes one way to go to work and 40 minutes back. At Dustin's shop, it's 45 minutes there, 45 minutes home. I'm blowing through over $100 a week just in gas. So that's going to be a big beneficial part for me is I'm working from home now. I don't have to waste money, on gas. I don't have to stop at the store every morning and grab a damn coffee. I'm just going to have to get used to using the coffee pot all the time. But these are big benefits. I probably wouldn't even have to get dressed to do this job because it is kind of a work from home thing. So there's, a lot of opportunities there. I still get to go to shows and film and everything and, give demos. So I know a lot of you guys don't like DS18. I know a lot of you guys love it, and a lot of you guys were just kind of impartial to you seeing what they did in Dustin's Trailblazer, in here, and in the Blazer. And then you're like, well, hell, DS18 ain't bad, But it is what it is, guys. And with that being said, I just want you all to run what really makes you happy throughout whatever, And if you do have people that's like trying to dish you or whatever for having a big system, guys, roll with it. Definitely roll with it. It has opened a lot of doors for me that I never thought it would open. Like, never in my life did I think people would watch me on social media, or that I'd even want to do social media. I never thought when I put a system back in here that it would take me to where it's taken me. I can't even say follow your dream, because it ain't really been a dream to do this. It's been fun. I started doing this just, like when I went viral on TikTok, I thought it was cool because in the beginning of my TikTok days, when I would like do hair tricks and stuff in here, I would literally have people in the comment that never seen a big system, and they all like, oh, there's leaf blowers in the window. So then I got to have like Deb walk around the Jeep and stand in front of it with me floating something in the window to prove there was no leaf blowers. But people didn't believe it, And just the amount of people that message me and tell me that I've helped them get back into it. And even on Team Ain't Loud, I had a guy message me last night that's like, hey, I'm here talking to a guy that's a big fan of yours, and he said you helped him through your YouTube build his whole system. That shit's awesome, guys. I've had a guy write me a handwritten letter before, and he told me that, he was a recovering heroin addict, and watching my TikTok videos caused him to get into the bass head hobby. And now he's like clean and building boxes for people, and it's really changed his life. So I don't know, man. It's mind blowing. Bass can do a lot for you, or car audio in general can do a lot for you. Or it did me anyway. And I'm built different than a lot of people because I actually love getting out here working on shit. Days like today, it's New Year's Eve, it's cold out. I didn't do much yesterday. Today, I'm actually getting my office set up to work out of. And it's driving me crazy not being out here working on something. Because I do have like a list of projects I need to do. Like yesterday, I ran across all the stuff straightening up to make my office to install in the Rogue. And I'm just like, damn, I could be working on a box right now. Like, I could go get wood and start the box, but I have shit to do. So anyway, guys, follow it. If bass is a passion of yours, stick with it. See where to take you. All I can tell you is how I've gotten to where I'm at is posting all the time. Like me and Dustin were talking about that the other day. He wants to keep doing social media and get viral with it, but even when he's doing something, A, he forgets to take the camera out. And B, it's just in the evening he spends time with his kids, and he don't really have the time to sit there and edit videos and everything. I get it. It takes, I guess dedication's the word. You really have to be dedicated to doing it. But if it's your dream, don't give up on it, guys. I see a lot of people on Facebook posting, that they're starting a YouTube channel like Caleb Thorne. If I was going to give Caleb advice, and he's probably watching this, so Caleb, stick with it, man. That's all I can tell you is stick with it. I kind of started it a different route than other people did because I just started out sitting here explaining how to do certain things. And then when I do whatever, I film it. But try to find your niche that's different than what everybody else is doing, It's like part of me wanted to buy 6 of the Boss 15s, put in here, and film what it's doing. Parker already does. Parker started his channel testing cheap equipment. So that would be copying off Parker. Steve Mead, he does everything. So whatever you're doing, you're going to be copying Steve Mead. But I try to get into just the technical part of it and filming just basshead life in general. Like shit breaks on the cars, you got to fix it. Whatever. I try to tell people that, you know, the differences between full bridge and half bridge amps. And even that, you know, Sam at Bear Vids, I know everybody, you know, was always like, hey, the full bridge amps don't sound as clean. And according to his testing, everybody said it sounded cleaner than the JL Crown amp. So people couldn't tell the difference. I don't know, guys. Yeah, I watch a lot of other YouTubers that do audio as well. But I guess what I would tell y'all, keep doing what you're doing. And if you really want to do something, you really have to put forth a lot of effort to do it. Like, it ain't going to happen overnight. At the time I started this YouTube channel, if I would put a video up on TikTok, within the first 12 hours, I'd have over 100,000 views on it. My first months of putting up YouTube videos, 20 views in a week. A week, 20 views. And it took me forever to get my 4,000 view hours that you got to have in 12 months. It took forever. So it's a lot of work, and it's consistency, and it's actually learning how to deal with the failure and disappointment of not getting views. But yeah, stick with it if that's what you want to do. And stick with just bass in general, guys. If you're watching this, obviously you like bass, so stick with bass. Bass has done a lot for me. It can you too, but at the end of the day, I'm a bass head because I enjoy the bass. It ain't got nothing to do with the social media. I just love the bass, particularly the low winds. That's my thing. I don't have any musical talent. Like, man, I failed the class where we played the flute and score, the tone thing. What is it? You know, whatever. That little horn you had to play. I failed that shit. I couldn't keep note with the little triangle that you would ding. I'm tone deaf as hell, but I love music. And that's pretty much why I do this. I love music. I love bass. So anyway, big things going to 2024. Thank y'all for being here and all the support and everything. The guys that are starting to leave hateful comments, thank you guys, because I know that I've went from here to here now. So thank you for that. And I guess the only thing to say, guys, is bass on.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.